On May 11, 1998, India successfully operated Sarshakti missile at Indian Army Pokhran Test Range in Rajasthan. Led by late aerospace engineer and President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. It was first among 5 nuclear tests in Pokhran. Later, then Prime Minister of India Atal Bihari Vajpayee declared India a nuclear state and it becomes 6th country to join Nuclear Club of Nations. Thus, this day is celebrated as National Technology Day. National Technology Day is celebrated to highlight the achievements of engineers and scientists in the field of technology and science. After immense breakthrough by scientists and engineers and technicians in India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee announced May 11 as Technology Day. The Ministry of Science and Technology sets a theme for National Technology Day every year as a symbol of creativity and scientific inquiry. Apart from missile tests, Defense Research and Development Organization also conducted the last test fire of Trishul missile introduced by the IAF and the Indian Army. This day is celebrated by presenting awards to noteworthy individuals and businessmen for the contribution in the field of technology and science. Several events are organized by the Ministry of Science and Technology. Script writing, speech and essay competitions are organized in schools. Theme-based articles are promoted by the Department of Science and Technology. Some important inventions without which we can't even imagine our life are electricity, internet, smartphones, computer and vehicles. Technology is just like dual-edged sword. It is up to us whether we want to use it for benefit of mankind or to destroy civilization. One can use technology for better education, health facilities, services and lifestyle, or on the other hand, technology can be misused to develop biological weapons, nuclear missiles and for hacking. So, ride this technological wave very cautiously.
Restart. Rebooting the economy through science and technology. As we all know, COVID-19 is sweeping the globe and has hit many nations hard. It has also caused a lot of economic downturn in many countries including India. I will be discussing about some of the ways we can reboot the economy through the use of modern technologies. There was an online conference on the National Technology Day 2020 about the same topic. Many people and scientists and technical autocrats attended the conference. There are a lot of ways we can reboot the economy through technology. For example, in the COVID-19 situation, many countries require medical assistance, so by exporting medical goods to other countries, we can both help them and improve the economy. This is only one of many possibilities. As Dr. Harshvardhan said on National Technology Day, India is well poised to reboot the economy through the help of technology. He also said that this pandemic has also affected us in positive ways. By the rise of the pandemic, there has been many new developments in the R&D department of the country as a whole. Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, Professor K. Vijay Raghavan, pointed out how technology can change the way we live our lives and the way we do things in future, particularly so in the post-COVID era. He pointed out that this is an opportunity to gear up for the future that lies ahead, and a better equipped R&D workforce and ecosystem will prepare India better for future challenges. We can also improve the economy by focusing more on betterment of industries post-pandemic. If all these things are implemented, the economy will be able to easily make a comeback and improve the economic condition of the individual as well as the country. Thank you.
The pandemic is a great opportunity for R&D. Experts at Digital Conference on Rebooting the Economy through S&T. The session of medicines and medical technologies for better preparedness to face pandemics at the Digital Conference on Rebooting the Economy through Science, Technology and Research Transactions through organized on the occasion of Technology Day. On May 11, highlighted that the pandemic is a great opportunity for R&D and needs to be used for strengthening it. Kalavadi GV, Vice President and Head Philips Innovation Campus, said that devices we need for easy screening processes, daily monitoring of patients, remote patient monitoring, diagnosis, preset protocol for lung screening, handheld ultrasound device, ultrasonic ICU 24/7 hours, clinical capabilities without physical touch, ventilators and other digital technologies, and that Philips Innovation was getting ready with many of these. The day-long digital conference, which brought together scientists, government officials, academia and representatives of industry, was organized by Technology Development Board, an autonomous organization of the Department of Science and Technology, along with Confederation of Indian Industry. The COVID crisis had unfolded some of the best medical advancements and innovation in the history, like drug discovery, vaccines, and diagnostic technologies, tools, and other medical devices, as well as ways to preserve electronic health records. Experts pointed out how these medical innovations can be harnessed for better preparedness to face future pandemics. Madhukar Bose, India and Digital Healthcare led Healthcare UK, explained that this pandemic has forced people to adopt new ways of primary care in the UK and said that now 90% interaction in the UK happen through digital channels, including phones. Dr. Suresh Yadav, Executive Director, Serum Institute of India, and said that it might take months or years to come back to pre-COVID-19 days and technologies needed to be revoked in order to live in the present situation. He added that technologies such as appropriate face mask and best practices like social distancing need to make a part of the life. The other speakers in the session were Jeremy Paul, Chief Executive Officer, TBIMO, Dr. Michael Joseph, Health and MedTech led Brunel University, London, and Cecilia Pregon, Technical Director, CZ Vaccines, Spain. The inaugural session of the conference was graced by the dignitaries like Minister of Science and Technology, Health and Family Welfare and Earth Sciences, Dr. Harshvardhan, Member NIT Ayog, Dr. V.K. Saraswat, Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, Professor K. Vijayaraghavan, Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Professor Ashutosh Sharma, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, Deputy Director General, World Health Organization, and officials from DST and Technology Development Board. Thank you.